Todos a la clase de español. Hi everybody, welcome once again to Spanish class. Antes de continuar con esta presentación, asegúrate que hayas terminado todas tus tareas y que entiendes estos conceptos. Phew, what did I just say? I know that was a lot. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through everything. This is how I begin every single one of your instructional videos. So it's really important that you know what this means and that you follow these instructions. So what this means here, antes, means before. Continuar looks a little familiar. What does it look like in English? Continue. That's right. So before continuing, con is with, esta, this, presentación. Presentación. What does presentación look like? Presentation. That's right. So before continuing with this presentation, asegúrate, make sure que hayas terminado, that you have finished. Terminado, like terminated, finished. Todas tus tareas, all of your tasks. Or this is also the word for homework. Y que entiendes, and that you understand. Entender means to understand. Estos conceptos, these concepts. So remember, like I explained in the welcome video, it's really important that you do every concept in order, especially at a beginner level like this one. So before you continue, make sure you've already finished the previous assignment. So at the beginning of every video, I'll say this concept, or sorry, this phrase again, and I'll recap what you should have finished before continuing with this video. So one more time. Antes de continuar con esta presentación, asegúrate que hayas terminado todas tus tareas y que entiendes estos conceptos. So last week we didn't learn anything, or the previous video we didn't learn anything, but you did have to watch the welcome video. Remember guys, this is a mandatory video, so make sure you watch it, even a few times, definitely if you need to. There's a lot of information out there on the video, and this is also a very different format here at Argyle. So it does take some time to get used to it, and does take some time to kind of absorb all the information. So going through it as much as you need to. Of course, familiarizing yourself with Google Sites, Google Classroom, and Blackboard, because again, those are the three programs that we'll be using. Again, I walked you through that in the video as well. Review the class syllabus, very important, gives you a heads up on the material we use, on the curriculum, on the kind of units that you'll see this year, things like that. And of course, the final step would be to complete the welcome questionnaire and quiz on Google Classroom. This again is mandatory. So if you complete an assignment without having completed your welcome questionnaire, I will ask you to go back and complete that first. Especially since there's been a lot of movement this year. Once you complete it, I'll make sure that you're in the right level. And I've actually had to move a lot of students, which is not a problem. Oh, not a problem for me at all. But I do have to make sure that everybody is set up for success and in the right level. So you absolutely have to make sure you've done these 4 things before continuing. If you haven't, pause this video right now, go back and finish that, and then resume the video when you're ready. If you have finished all 4 things, then we will go ahead and get started. So esta semana, this week, I usually refer to them as weeks because normally each video should be taking you roughly 1 week to complete all your written and your verbal assignments that are attached to each video, but that is just a general guideline. If it takes you a little shorter, a little longer, that's okay too. So this week we're going to focus on the alphabet, el alfabeto. It's actually very, very, very important in Spanish, as well as los sonidos de español, the sounds of Spanish. Again, just like el alfabeto, there will also be a written and a verbal assignment for that one as well. And we're going to look at greetings and farewells. So how to say hola, hello, and adios, goodbye. So first off, el alfabeto, if you look, take a minute there and look carefully. Do you see anything odd or different? I sure hope so, because it is quite different. The Spanish alphabet is very similar to the English one, but it does have some differences like extra letters. That's right, there's a che right there. There's a double L, ella, right there. Sometimes, and you'll see this in the PowerPoint right now, there's a double R right there. Oh, and of course the ñ, very important. So you do need to memorize the alphabet, that's right, with the extra letters, but we're going to look at it closer right now. So first off, the sounds very, very important. The nice thing, one of the beautiful things about Spanish is that it's a very phonetic language. What does that mean? That means that we literally say every single letter except for the letter H. So in English, it's a little tough because there's silent letters at the beginning and there's E's at the end that you don't say, but they change the sound of the vowels, and that doesn't exist in Spanish. If there's a vowel or a consonant, you say it plain and simple. Except again for the H. So that's why it's super duper important that you memorize the alphabet and memorize the sounds, because then basically you could read and speak in Spanish fluently. You won't know what you're reading or saying, but it would be possible to have a perfect accent, pronunciation, and fluency that way. That's why this is actually probably the most important lesson, because you want to set that strong foundation and make sure you memorize, like I said, the entire alphabet as well as los sonidos, the sounds of Spanish. So we're going to start with A. Notice, and it's funny, you got to get used to it. In Spanish, there's no getting around having to open your mouth wide. I wish you could see me right now and really stretch those mouth muscles, because you can't say A, and you don't drag it out like in English, A, right? You actually have to open your mouth wide and say ah. Like when you're at the doctor's and they say open up and say ah, it's like that. A. Next one. B. C. Che. Notice a little pattern going. De. E. Ooh, careful with that one. A lot of students want to say E, but it's actually E. E. F. G. H. Those two came out together because a lot of students struggle with the G for some reason. I think they want to call it something else, but it's just he. It's almost like hey without the A at the end. It's just he. He. Oh, and before I go any further, like I said in the welcome video, I hope you have your notebooks out. I hope you're jotting things down, writing down any questions, writing down anything that will help you memorize this. Very, very, very important. I'll go through it again, but if you don't have that right now, definitely pause the video, go get something to jot everything down with. So he, H, E. So the I is an E. Yeah, just a little confusing. Yeah. E. J. K. L. Ella, M, N, Ñ. Yeah, so you got to put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and almost make a nasal sound. Ñ, Ñ. O. And careful with this one. Make sure you're not saying O like we do in English, not long drawn out vowels. They're light. O. P. Q. So not Q. It's like almost like the sound the birds make when they coo. So Q. R. Oh, my favorite, the double R's. Yes, that's right. You need to learn how to roll your R. So R. You don't have to do it that much. You can just say R. But definitely practice. You put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and roll it out. R. S. T. U. So those of you who know me, and those of you that get to know me, know one thing. I love shoes. I love shoes. I have way too many, trying to cut back, but I just love them. They're so pretty. So every time I walk by a shoe store and I see the word sale, I go, ooh. So now you can remember. That's how you say the letter U. Ooh. Just think of your crazy Spanish teacher looking at shoe sales. V. Yes, and that one you don't really put your lips together. It's kind of a slurred sound. It's V. So not V. W, right? So double V. Or in some countries, some Spanish-speaking countries, they actually say double U, the letter U instead of the double V. So it could be W or W. Totally up to you, whatever you like. X. Oh, another This is my favorite. Y. Yes, that's how we say Y. One more time. Y. Y. And Z. Yes, so we'll go through it a few times. Guys, I'm going through it right now, but definitely when you're online, use the internet for this. Hop on YouTube. There's so many games out there that'll help you memorize the alphabet. There's songs. In fact, look up, and I can't post this on the Google Classroom pages because of copyright, but one of my favorite ones to use, which is a little bit of a torture device because it can get quite annoying, but it's really effective. It's called the Spanish Alphabet Song. And it goes through it a million times. It'll get stuck in your head, which is the annoying part, but it also works really, really well because you end up memorizing the alphabet before you even notice it, right? So use as many strategies and links and videos and games that will help you memorize it. You can just keep reviewing this video for sure, but I would suggest going to do something a little more animated, a little more energetic for sure. And remember, just because I can't post it doesn't mean you can't find it on your own. So YouTube, Google, and practice. But I'll go through it one more time. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Y, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, or W, X, Y, Z. So this will be just a part of your verbal task for the week. You will have to say it out loud just like I did it right now. That's right. So you're going to have to practice. If you want to do some practice drills with me, by all means, come to class and we'll go ahead and practice before you do your final run. But you will have to go through it from A all the way to Z. The A, Z. And that's only part of your verbal task that you have to say out loud. One of your written tasks this week will be a vocabulary list, your very first vocabulary list. I hope you're ready to go with your notebook because if you're listening closely, I'm actually going to give you all the answers. That's right. So you can maybe stop paying attention and then you'll have to look them all up using a dictionary or word reference. Whatever you do, please do not use Google Translate. Guys, 9 out of 10 times it will give you the wrong answer, and I will most definitely know that you were using Google Translate. Don't do it. It's just a big waste of time. There are other phenomenal online translators that you can use. My recommendation is wordreference.com. That is hands down the best one. But if you use Google Translate, you insist on using that, chances are that you're going to have to go back and redo your assignment. For some reason, they just haven't quite gotten there yet. So word reference or a good old-fashioned dictionary, or you can just pay real close attention, pause the video as much as you need to, and I'm going to go ahead and give them to you. So the first one, amor. Notice when I say it, I have to open my mouth wide. Remember, I'm not saying amor. No. Amor. Ah, like the letter A. Beso. Beso. Casa. Notice there's two A's there, and I still have to make that sound. Casa. Casa. Chiste. Chiste. So the ch makes the same sound as in English. Chiste. Dedo. Dedo. I'll go back and say the translations in a moment. Just pronunciation right now. And I highly encourage you to practice out loud as I go through it. Elefante. Elefante. Flor. Flor. Gorro. Gorro. Next one, don't say the H. I don't know why it's there. It's there, but just pretend that it's not. Huevo. Huevo. Iguana. Iguana. Jabón. Notice that's one of the first accents that we've seen. Those little accents right there will always go this way. It's the only accent that exists in Espanol. This over the ñ is not an accent. That is part of the letter and only on that letter ever. Here we do have accents on different vowels for different words. And they will always go in that direction. And it simply means that for now that we put the emphasis on that letter. So it's jabón, not jabón, it's jabón, jabón. Kilómetro, there's another one, kilómetro. Luna, I'm sure you've seen this one already, especially if you watch My Little Pony. That's right, I watch My Little Pony. Yes, I do. Luna. Llanta, llanta. Manzana. Oh, you might have seen this one before. Manzana. For some reason, it's a lot of my students' favorite word. It doesn't mean anything particularly special, but people tend to like it for some reason. Niño. Notice this one has a regular N and an ñ. Niño. And like that. Niña. Oreja. Oreja. Pavo. Pavo. Queso. Queso. Ratón. Ratón. Oh, this one. Ferrocarril. Yes, you need to roll all 4 R's. Ferrocarril. It's actually what my parents used against me when I was a kid to make sure that I learned Spanish, to make sure that I was keeping my accent up. I had to say this word 3 times in a row before I was allowed a treat. So if I wanted chocolate after school or anything like that, I had to say ferrocarril, 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 which is really, really, really hard. And most of the time I didn't get my chocolate. But that's why I have such a great accent now. It's a really great word to practice, challenging, but it will get you to roll your R's. Next one is sol. Sol, not sol. Sol. Tomate. Notice there's an E at the end, and in English we would have left it silent, but in Spanish we always, always, always say the E's at the end. Tomate. Tomate. Uva. Uva. Violín. Violín. I wonder what that word means in English. Whiskey. That word is in English. We'll talk about that in a moment. Xilófono. Xilófono. Yo-yo. Yo-yo. And my favorite, zapatos. Zapatos. All right, so let's go through it. I will give you the translation and make sure you're listening closely for the pronunciation as well, because that is the second part of your verbal task, is to read them out loud. You don't have to have it memorized. You don't have to even remember what they all mean, especially at the beginning. We're just beginners, but you do need to be able to say them out loud. So amor is love. Oh, love, like Valentine's Day. Or, all the time, really. Amor, love. Beso, kiss. Casa, house. That's where they say mi casa es su casa. My house is your house. Or my home is your home. Chiste is a joke. Like the bad ones that I say in class. No, I usually say really great jokes. I swear. Dedo, finger. Finger. Elefante, elephant. Flor, flower. Like a flower, like a plant, like out in a garden, not like the flower for baking. Gorro is a toque that we're going to need soon because winter's around the corner. Huevo is an egg, like you have for breakfast. Iguana, of course, is an iguana. In fact, iguana is a Spanish word that has been adopted in the English language. So that's not an English word. That's a Spanish word that gets used all the time in English. Jabón is soap. Soap, like to wash your hands. Kilómetro, a kilometer, of course, or kilometer. Luna is the moon, the beautiful moon. Llanta is a tire. Like on a car, one of the tires, llanta. Manzana, apple. See? That's what I mean. Nothing special, but for some reason all my students love saying manzana. Niño is a boy. Notice it ends in an O, and we're going to talk about this as the weeks go on in the course. Anytime you see a thing, yes, a thing that ends, a noun that ends in an O, it means it's masculine. So if niño means child, but it ends in an O, it means we're talking about a child boy. So it means boy. If it ends in an A, like niña, that's a girl. Niño, boy, niña, girl. Make sure you're saying the N at the beginning, ni, and the ñ in the middle. So niño, niña. Oreja is an ear, oreja. Pavo, pavo is turkey. Turkey. Can't wait for Thanksgiving. Queso, queso, make sure you're saying that Q-U like a K. Queso, not queso. Queso is cheese. And of course, what's cheese without a rat? Raton is a rat or mice, actually a mouse. Ferrocarril is a railroad or rail car. That's probably not the best word. Let's stick with railroad. Sol is sun. Tomate, tomato. Uva, grape. One grape. Violin, violin. The W, or W, is interesting because we really don't use that in Spanish. In fact, the only times you really see W's are in English words, which is why one of the few words I could put up here was whiskey, because we really don't use the word W at all. Sometimes you might see the word waffle getting tossed about. It's quite new to Spanish, but it's getting adopted quite quickly. It's an Anglicism in there, so that would work as well. But really, there's very, very few words with W in the Spanish language, and none are actually in Spanish. They're adopted from English. Xylophone, a xylophone, of course. Yo-yo, there's another one, of course, that's an Anglicism, an English word that's been adopted into Spanish. A yo-yo is just a yo-yo, like the toy. And zapatos are shoes. My favorite zapatos are shoes. Okay, so I'm going to go through the alphabet one more time and then say each word one more time. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Y, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, or W, X, Y, Z. Now the words amor, beso, casa, chiste, dedo, elefante, flor, gorro, huevo, iguana, jabón, kilómetro, luna, llanta, manzana, niño, niña, oreja, pavo, queso, ratón, ferrocarril, sol, tomate, uva, violín, whiskey, you can skip over that one, but, xilófono, yo-yo, so make sure you're saying not yo-yo, which seems a little dramatic in its own. You want to keep it nice and light, remember? So yo-yo, un yo-yo. Zapatos, zapatos. All right, that takes care of el alfabeto. Next, we're going to focus on sonidos, the sound. So big one are the vowels, los vocales, the vowels. And there they are. A, E, I, O, U. And yes, if you go to Spanish-speaking countries and go to class, that's something that they might make you recite over and over and over again. If you can say this like 100 times a day, it will do wonders for your pronunciation and your fluency. A, E, I, O, U. And if you're not making funny faces while you're doing it, you're probably not doing it right. Remember, your mouth is going to be wide and exaggerated. A, E, I, O, U. Very important. A few words. Yes, you need to be jotting down these as well. They will be on your worksheet, unless you want to look them up yourself after. Adios. So notice it doesn't go adios. No. Adios. Adios. Agua. Animal. Animal. Right? Adios. Agua. Animal. What does that mean? Adios means goodbye. Agua means water. Don't say that you're saying it agua. Agua, like it was a W. And of course, animal is animal. Gotta make sure you're not saying a. It's en. So it's not in or on or on. Some people say it with like a French accent. It's en. Enero. Entre. En enero. Entre. What does it mean? En means like a million different things. Actually, it's a tiny word that can be used for many, many things. But most commonly, it means in. Yes, like in English. En means in. Enero is January. Notice the months in Spanish are not capitalized. Enero. And entre, it could be in or in between. In between. Next one, idea. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Remember, don't say idea or idea or anything. It's idea. And you're saying every vowel. Idea. Isla. Again, saying every single letter. Iris. So, of course, idea is idea. Isla is island. And iris is your iris from your eye. We just say it very, very differently. Idea, isla, iris. Next for o, remember, nice and light. O, ocho, ojo, oído. Again, saying all the separate letters. So ocho is the number 8. Ojo is your eye. Yes, your 2 eyeballs is your eye. Well, ojo would be just one. Oído is the inside of your ear. It's actually the thing that lets you hear. Oído. Last one. Uno, uña, único. Uno, uña, único. Uno means one, like the number 1. Uña is your nail, like your fingernail. And único is unique or something that's the only one. So if there's only one student in class, which would be quite rare, I would tell them, eres el único. You're the only one there. So one more time, remember, you need to have the written translations done, and you also need to be able to read these out loud. So one more time from the top. A, E, I, O, U. Adios. Agua, animal, en, enero, entre, idea, isla, iris, ocho, ojo, oído, uno, uña, único. All right, almost there, guys, almost there. I know it can be quite a lot at the beginning because, like I said, we're setting the foundation for the language, right? So it's a lot to set that foundation down, but once you're done, you're going to have amazing language skills. So take it your time, practice, maybe even take a pause right now, let it all kind of sink in, and then resume when you're ready. But we're almost there, So más sonidos, a few extra sounds that are a little different, they're actually quite different in Spanish than in English. First off, the B's and the V's. The bes, be y ve. Be, ve. So if you notice, so far, I won't say uva or beso because we don't really emphasize each one. We kind of slur them together. So our lips don't really touch. We don't emphasize it and it becomes a w sound, like a w. So it's uva, uva. And if you do any traveling, you go to places like Puerto Rico, they slur it even more. So it's like, uva. No, that was horrible. Ua. They almost say it like that. Like it slurs so quickly that you don't even hear it. So yeah, try it both together. Slur it and say uva, uva. Same thing, we don't say beso, we say beso, beso. Very slight sound different, but actually quite important. The H, we never, ever, ever, ever say the H. There are no exceptions to this rule. Just whenever you see it, pretend it's not even there. So it's hola, hambre. Hola, hambre. So notice I didn't even say it. I said hola, hambre. Notice the E at the end, we still say that. We say literally everything except for the H. Never say it. So if we never say the H sound for the letter H, when do we make an H sound? Whenever you see a J. So the J makes the H sound. So jamón, jabón. Yes, they sound very similar. They actually mean two very different things. Ha. So every time you see a J, a jota, it makes an H sound. H. Jamón, jabón. The double L actually makes a Y sound. So it's llanta, lluvia, Y sound. And the QU makes a K sound. So please don't separate it and make it a Q sound. No, you don't say that. You pretend that both letters actually make a K sound. So queso. Or this word that you'll see a lot, que. Que. Not que, not ki, que. Pretend the QU is a K and say your vowel, que. Last one, of course, your double R's. Yes, like I said, you have to roll them. So it would be gorro, perro. And feel free to over-exaggerate when you're beginning the language, when you're beginning to learn it. And that's how you really, really nail that pronunciation, that accent. So even if you come online and you say gorro, that's better than saying goro, right? I don't want to hear goro. Oh, goodness. No. Gorro, perro. All right. One more time. Oh, no. In translation, uva, you already know, is a grape. Beso, a kiss. Hola, hello. Hambre is actually hunger. Hunger, that's right. Jamón is ham. Jabón is soap. Llanta is a tire. So most of these I already gave it to you with your alfabeto. Just filling in the blanks. Lluvia is rain. Oh, I love the rain. Lluvia is rain. Queso is cheese. Que is what? Very important. Que, you're going to see that a lot. It means what? Gorro is a toque. Perro with two R's is a dog. Yes, a little cute dog. Yes, that's a perro. If you see it with one R, it actually means something else, something different. So keep that in mind. So one more time. Uva, beso, hola, hambre, jamón, jabón, llanta, lluvia, queso, que, gorro, perro. Last thing. This you do not need to write down, but I highly recommend that you do. It won't be part of your worksheet or anything like that. But when you come to class for your online sessions, we will begin and end with a greeting and a farewell. So saludos are greetings, despedidas are farewells. So hello and goodbye. So how do you do it? Hola, hello. Buenos días, good day or good morning. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Okay, so when you come in, depending on the day, the first thing I'll say is hola, but I will be listening for your pronunciation and your variety. So if you come in every single day and you just say hola, I'm going to ask you to use a different one, right? So if you're checking in the morning, you can say buenos días. You're checking in the afternoon, you can say buenas tardes. For despedida, there's a lot that you can use, so feel free, even with saludos, feel free to look up any that you might want to try and get creative, take some risks. That's actually part of the language and culture curriculum. That's right, is taking risks and getting creative with the language. So this is the best place to do it, guys. Go ahead and give it a shot. Adios is goodbye. Ciao is also goodbye. Ciao, careful. If you see it spelled C-A-I-O, that's Italian. That's not Spanish. So that is the Spanish spelling right there. Ciao. Hasta luego. Remember, don't say that H. Hasta luego literally means until later. You can do a lot with the word hasta. Hasta mañana will be until tomorrow if you're planning on checking in the next day again. Or the most common one, hasta la próxima semana, until next week. Because remember, your attendance requirement is to check in with me once per week. So students will do that and then say, okay, señorita Enriquez, hasta la próxima semana, until next week, right? So you need to make sure that you're checking in with a saludo. And when you're signing off, you say a despedida, whichever one you want. Phew, that's it, guys. That is your first official video. Antes de continuar al siguiente video, asegúrate de terminar. So before continuing to the next video, you have to make sure that you finish the following things. So make sure you have your alfabeto y los sonidos de español, so the alphabet and the sounds of Spanish. You have a written worksheet on Google Classroom. Very straightforward. You're just going to be translating the terms that I listed, all your vocabulary words. The verbal component, remember there are two, is to read everything out loud. So you're going to have to recite the alphabet as well as read all the vocabulary words out loud. That's right. I hope you have your mics ready. And of course, keep reviewing your saludos y despedidas, your greetings and goodbyes, and be ready to use them during your online session. So when you check into Blackboard. Okay, guys, that's it for me for this video. Let me know if you need anything via email, phone, or drop by the school. And if not, I will see you in class. Gracias. Adios.